Alright, what is up? Because I finally got a mic working, and so I could, start making some videos with a microphone. So that way I won't have to leave like 5 comments on someone's map explaining like what's good, what's bad, how they can improve, and all that. So I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and it's just me going over all the maps I made this year so far, because by far this has been my best year on the workshop. I've learned a lot, and um, I would say I just greatly improved so far. So this first one, ORA Oblivion, I would say is my first good map. It is also just happens to be the first map of the year, and I think this is also my only original test of the year because everything else has been remakes. So let's see if I just even remember how to solve these. Some of these or might take me a little while to figure out how to solve my AFKODE or AFKODE, I should say, because I mean that test is highly difficult, and once I published it, I just stopped playing it. But you know, I've been playing. Okay, yeah, I kind of just yeah, sorry, gotta focus here. But yeah, this is like. I can just turn my brain off and just play this one because I play tested this one ridiculously. I just spent a lot of time on this map, so of course I'm gonna know it. But um, yeah, I haven't been able to do a video with a mic for a while because my mic broke, and then I got a cheap replacement, but I thought it wasn't good enough, so I then just didn't use the mic. Okay, I can't actually remember how to do this. Let me go back. Okay, I remember now. I should have brought the cube up here. Let me try this. But yeah, I got a cheap replacement, and I didn't think it was good enough, so I just never used it. Oh crap. So, dang it, how am I gonna get back? Like that, that's how I get back. It's probably a bit away from that, but whatever. But, there we are. Oh, you know what? I could just bring this first keep through. There we go. Alright, sorry, I keep getting distracted. It's going to take me a little, because I can't talk and solve these maps. It's just like too much going on for me. There we go. Oh, shoot. You know what? I'm not repeating that. Alright. But yeah, cheap replacement, and I thought it wasn't good enough. And then I went on a vacation to California, and when I went to San Francisco, someone broke into my car, stole my laptop, and stole a lot of my computer gear. So like my headphones, my mouse. So I had to get it replaced, and I got a new laptop off of Newegg, and they delivered it nice and easy. And then I got everything else off of Amazon, and Amazon absolutely sucked. So the first time I bought it, because there's multiple times I had to buy or I had to replace everything, it just never showed up. They said it would show up like within 5 or 6 days, and I got a confirmation email, but nothing happened. Am I doing this right? I'm actually not really paying attention. Yeah, I am. And it never showed up, so I clicked on the link on the confirmation email, and it led nowhere, so I had to talk to customer support, and I went through like 2 or 3 people, and one of the specialist was able to find a canceled order that was not showing up on my like anywhere on Amazon for me. But the disappointing thing about it was that I had a $60 gift card that I used, and that $60 gift card just disappeared. So I had to buy everything with real money, so it's like everything was stolen twice from me. Alright, so that kind of sucks. So my second round of everything, like mouse and headphones, came back, and I went to plug in my headphones, and it wouldn't work. It's like I've been using this computer with the previous headphones I used with the mic, and it worked fine. So I don't know why it wasn't working with the new headphones, and my new laptop. So my laptop is made by MSI, and the motherboard for my computer is also MSI. So I was thinking it was like it was either a wire issue or it was a hardware issue with the MSI. Let me think. So I come up here. Okay, and so I figured I'll just buy a new headphones, and that's what I did. And I got a good deal on them. I was really happy about them. And when they arrived, I plugged them in, and they also didn't work. So I knew it's not a problem with the headphones. It's something with the hardware. But I still haven't been able to get it to work. And I talked to many different people, and none of them are helpful. But luckily, my dad has his extra pair of headphones, and instead of using like the 3.5mm jack, it uses a USB. So it's like, I don't know, this is like a unicorn, a microphone that uses a USB. And it's also headphones as well, so it's kind of nice. So, but this one's working. So I'm thinking it's just a hardware issue. It's like, I don't know how drives update, but I'm thinking it could be a drive issue, because I don't think it would be a Windows issue. But anyways, I want to talk about this map a little bit. I rambled on about my microphone issues for long enough. So, this map, so right, I said before that I did a lot of remakes, like all the tests after this are gonna be remakes, and this one I have not remade yet, but I plan to, and there are some issues about it. The biggest thing is the connection clarity, because the version of BMod I was using did not have the connection sign, so you can see everything was using these dots, which are like the normal signs, I suppose, like, you know, it's like they come with like these type of signs. It's all the same thing. So I only was able to use those. But BMod also has a new item. It's like the laser antline thing, which I'll be planning on using. I just figured out how they work because I was having difficulty with them. But so if I remake this map, the biggest thing would be the connection issues or connection clarity. Something like this is really stupid. I have a button here, and it's right next to this. And it's connected to this laser receiver. I should really just use an antline and just cleans up through these signs. And yeah, also want to drop this deadly goo because I found if you drop the deadly goo, it adds a really nice atmosphere to test, like just lowering it down, and then you can find better ways to light it. I don't know. I found a lot of new aesthetic strategies that you'll see as we go through these tests, because they're all in chronological order. My decoration skills get a little bit better and better over time. Yeah, I guess in my opinion, I always overkill the decoration, but I don't know. In my opinion, it gets better. But also, if I were to remake these maps, I'll give it these laser fields. Before, I added them in because they just weren't useful in the puzzle anymore, and I don't want the player to be distracted by them and have to redo or go through a whole maze or redo the entire test again, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't know, I didn't really think that was fun to do. So with the new cube or the second cube, you could kind of like skip some parts, especially like this first part here with like, oh, I died, with like the cube juggling in and out of that portable ceiling and floor. It's a little bit difficult to do, and I didn't feel like players would want to do that again. But if I remake the map, I'll definitely use these areas more. I'm just not sure how, and I've been brainstorming every day, like a little bit every day, and I just can't think of anything. So this is just in the back burner for a remake for now. I don't know. I guess that's it, honestly. Because yeah, this video, I just want to talk about the maps and how they've been improving, and maybe as I go through them and talk about them, maybe you could get some tips. All right, next one. So this map remake, and it's also had this BMod issue where there's missing textures. Okay, and now BMod's just being super buggy. This is the intro. Okay, no, the intro is like over here. Okay. So this one, let's go to the description. That's not the description. It was a remake of Death Wish's map over here, Fling Flong Ding Dong, and a lot of people did remakes of it. But I'll definitely say my remake is the most difficult of like 3 or 4 that exist. So, right, entire goal is just getting the cube up here, and you have a companion cube, and you know there's a hidden or an unspoken rule that you're not supposed to destroy the companion cube. So, you know, the true solution does not destroy the cube. But this test, I'm not the biggest fan of it. There's some unintended solutions with it, and it's a very easy fix. But I no longer have the editor file for it, so I don't really want to remake this entire test. You can see there's like a lot of um, weird geometry in it, and I just don't feel motivated enough to redo it or rebuild everything. But another problem I have with this, besides the unintended solutions, is the first step, because the first step is really difficult, and you usually want the first step to be easy because it gets the player, you know, they get like a foot in the door. It gets them motivated to keep continuing with the test. Because if the first step's too difficult, they're just not going to play it. They're just going to be unmotivated, and they think it's just, you know, maybe they think it's just crap, or it's just they're doing something wrong, or it's just too hard for them, so they give up. But yeah, this first step was stolen from one of Clone 55's tests, which I really liked. I thought it was really cool. I haven't seen that before, where you angled off of this I don't know, whatever English, you know what I mean. You saw it happen. But yeah, now you have this cube, and the whole point is to not have it fizzled and get it all the way up there, and of course get yourself up there as well. So now I have to remember how to solve this. So I know the first goal is to get to the light bridge area. Oh yeah, also that jump I want to fix, because you're not actually supposed to do that. I don't remember if it really skips anything, but you know, better safe than sorry. But another thing, actually, let me just unclip because I'm not bothered enough. I started doing a different strategy. Let me see. What's the best way of doing this? I guess like this maybe. I started a new strategy of building tests, and I'll share it with you. Okay, that's not what I want to do. And it started with laser duality, like new strategy of building tests. But I mean, it's probably not the best strategy, but I haven't, like, I would say perfected it until ORA Oblivion. Then all those tests or all those maps afterwards. So all of these are kind of crap, and it starts with ORA Oblivion, and everything else is decent, I would say. But the strategy is to start with an initial concept and tweak it slightly so that it's you want to, I don't know, you want to find a way that you want to tweak it so you think it's impossible, but as you playtest and playtest and playtest, you find ways to make that tweak possible to do. I don't know if I explained that as the best, but you start off with a design that could be impossible to do, and you keep tweaking it until it is possible to do. And doing that creates a like only one possible solution. And with that initial more complex solution or the complex step, you just build off of it and continue tweaking. And usually those first more complex tests or steps become even more complicated as you find new ways of approaching them. And as the test grows, as you add more steps to it, you might add like a new angle or something, and that could create all new sorts of possibilities. You know, such as this. I could have easily just had a way to turn off this fizzler, but you know, like you go to the side, like the other side, and you find a way to turn it off, and then you get the cube in there. But I thought that was too easy, and I want to find a more clever way of getting the cube over the fizzler. So I remember the first step was using momentum, so I thought maybe I could use momentum for this part. And I also remembered that there's a light bridge in the test, so I want to find a way to use momentum with the light bridge. And I came up with this. And just fling this over like that. And there's a few different ways of doing that. They're mostly unintended, but the easiest way to fix it is to take this angled geometry, flip it around like 180 degrees, and lower it down 1 block, so that when you're flinging, you can't actually get a portal in here. Because what people are able to do, you get a portal, and then they have the cube, and then just move the cube through, and then they have a portal on this side already, because when you jump or fling yourself over here with the cube, you lose your portal, so you have to find a way to get back out while having a portal in here, and a way to get the cube back, which would be up here on this button, which is a little bit difficult to do. It does require some finesse, but it's not, you know, incredibly difficult. Alright, now I have to remember. I think I want to do something like this. Oh, I went the wrong way. Okay, I forgot to move my orange portal that time. Alright, so I gotta just shut up and focus during these difficult momentum parts. There we go. That's all it is. The timer's a little bit tight, but this map is already sort of niche. You do require a bit of extensive knowledge of how momentum works in the game, because there's different types of, or you could get different angles, you know, as you go through a portal. Or let me explain it better. You could get different angles out of a portal if you jump through the portal while it's already placed, versus if you jump and then place a portal under you. Oops, that's not a good example. Okay, whatever. Pretend I preserved my momentum for that. Alright, whatever. So you have the cube, and you want to get back up here. I remember the casual gamer playing this map, and this is the part where he got stuck at. So if you're watching casual gamer, don't watch anymore for the next map, unless you've given up on this already. But this is what I mean, because you want to place the portal first and then jump, because you get different momentum. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe you jump first and then place the portal. Yeah, there you go. See what I mean? You get different amounts of momentum. Even though it's the same jump, it's just portal physics. Okay. Now, you want this cube. And you want to bring it over here to this raised bit of geometry. And jump. Okay, I lied. You want to move the blue portal here first. Let me just quickly go back up. And you want to get a portal on the ceiling so that you could get a higher momentum, or you get to a higher place in this room. You want to go all the way up here. So yeah, another thing. So the original version did not have any of this. It had I can't exactly remember what it was, but it was just more difficult to do. So I changed it. It's a little bit easier to do. It's a little bit more obvious. Oh crap. It's going to lose its momentum. I don't know. Oh, okay, that's not really good. Okay. I'm going to hit my head. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, now you could have a light bridge in this area. Wow. Yeah, I have a light bridge in here now. All of that work. Oop. And so remaking this map will probably never happen. I think it's fine the way it is, you know, except for the unintended solutions with it. And I guess the broken Gmod, or Gmod, the Bmod, like the missing textures, how there's like a leak in the map. But I'm not quite bothered to fix it. And I don't know if this is still possible, because the portal or the light bridge is coming out at a weird spot. Oh, that's a annoying jump. Oh, look at that. So there we go. There's another issue that I should have addressed, but I probably never will. There we go. Orange portal. Blue portal. And there we go. Love is a construct. Definitely one of my more difficult tests. Mainly because of the weird jumping through portals thing. How you have to like jump, then place a portal. You can't have the portal placed, then jump through it. Otherwise it doesn't quite work. So you have to know that. I don't know. I mean, there isn't really much to say about this map. I kind of just threw it together in like 1 or 2 afternoons. I kind of just had a lot of fun with the geometry, just trying to make it look as natural as possible. I had a yeah, I had a first version of this, but there was a and I finished it, but there was a publishing error with it, and I couldn't publish it, so I backed out, and I couldn't re-edit the test. It wouldn't allow me, so I lost all the um I don't know, I lost everything basically. So I had to redesign it, and it just doesn't look as natural as the first. Like this first hole I did looked really good, but I wasn't able to replicate it, which I'm a little bit disappointed about. But you know, that's just how it is sometimes with VMod. It's unpredictable. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. It's just a fairly difficult momentum test. All right, Circulate, another remake, and this is one of I forget his name's like Jeffer something. Do I have it? Circulate. Do I not have it linked? Oh, I guess I don't have the original. Oh, you're right. You favorited it. I don't have the original. Oh, I don't have your original map in the link. My bad. But yeah, this is a remake of one of his tests, and I liked it. I really liked the geometry of it, and I knew I could expand on it to make it a more difficult test because I found some unintended solution with it that involved an angled laser, because he had these portable surfaces that are like on either side of this laser receiver, and you could angle a laser through the surface to activate it. I didn't showcase that to him because I wanted to be a somewhat of a surprise. I didn't want anyone to figure out or have any hint with this test. But see, with this one you see my geometry, like versus ORA Oblivion, or my decoration is a little bit better. You know, it's not as flat. It's like a little bit more dynamic. But yeah, this map is it's okay. You know, besides the angled laser, you know, a lot of people don't like angled laser. I say, you know, I don't really care. It definitely depends on how it's used. You know, I should probably have a sign somewhere that says angled laser, but you know, it depends on how it's used. If there's like a bunch of different surfaces everywhere, and there's a whole bunch of different possibilities of how you could angle the lasers to get different angles, you know, it's not really fun then. But if there is something that's somewhat obvious like this, then I think it's fine. And it's not like it's really being abused in any way, the angled laser. It just happens once in the test. But of all my remakes, this is probably the closest to the original, although it's still very different. And yeah, my new testing strategy. So yeah, I went over what it is, I think. I don't know. I'm like trying to play and talk at the same time, and my speech gets kind of weird, and I leave out some parts, but I think most of you could probably get the gist of what I'm saying. But for this, when I was remaking it, I started with the unintended solution, and I explored, you know, I basically got rid of all the portable surfaces, and I just had a couple surfaces, and I tried to explore everything I could do with those two surfaces, and after I got a decent solution out of that, I then thought it'd be fun to just remove the floor and have a bridge instead, because what I had, it was like a door here, and you could just walk over here, but I found that to be a little bit easy and a little bit exploitable, so I just made it a little bit harder with removing the floor, and you have to use a bridge to get across. And of course this creates all new possibilities, which you'll see later in the test. Okay, so yeah, I then want to reset this cube, put that over, and do that. Another problem with this test is the signage. It's not incredibly clear for this bridge. You know, that you need both things activated to lift it, or whatever. And another thing is like the exit is kind of hard to see. You have to solve a fair bit of the test before you can see the exit, and you can like barely see the exit criteria. But I mean, I don't really think it's that big of an issue for this map because it's so small, and you'll be like going in and out of these areas repeatedly. So I don't really think it's that big of a deal, but whatever. So This part, oh boy. I think I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I want to come back over here and I want to... Alright, well, here we go. How do I solve this map? Because I already forgot. I know I need to do something like this. I think I need to... Because there's a lot of resetting of these cubes. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do. So I can have this cube here, and then this gives me access to this area. How many cubes does this have? Does this only have 2 cubes? No, it has 3 cubes. Okay. Yeah, come back around here. And for whatever, I want access to this room. I want to reset this cube, set up the angled laser. Like that. Come back through here. I think I'm doing this right. Set an orange portal there. Okay. I think I then want to come back over here to this. So yeah, this map is called Circulate because you're just circling back and forth. You're constantly moving the cubes, constantly moving the portals, but I still don't really like it, and I'll explain later. Okay, I'm just going to save here. So blue portal. So that cube is blocking the laser because this cube doesn't respawn, or it doesn't auto respawn. So you reset the cube. Crap, it's off. Yeah, see, okay, there we go. So that was supposed to happen. I'm just gonna keep playing off of that. And now here, I think you're, no you're not. No, I was about to say you're soft locked, but no you're not, never mind. That was a little bit later, and I had to add something to prevent it, which is kind of sucks, but. Yeah, so you then want to come back over here. Oh my god, this map is a little bit intense. Oh yeah, and this map is where I really started to learn how to use timers. And after that, a lot of my maps start to improve in quality because timers can prevent unintended solutions, and it prevents, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it really just adds in a whole extra edge to your maps. Okay, now let's get this cube back. So the goal is to get all 3 cubes into this main room, and I've sort of overcomplicated it for myself by leaving the blue cube over there because now I have to repeat these steps more often than I need to get that blue cube back, but whatever. Line this back up. Alright, so I think I could... No, dang it, that's not what I want to do. Crap. How do I get this cube back? Let me just reset it. Oh, I'm outside the map now. Yeah, the reason I don't like this map is because I feel like the cubes are not used to their full potential. You know, it's 3 cubes, which is quite a bit. That's probably one reason why. But I think the original had 3 cubes, so I wanted to preserve that. Okay. Yeah, I just have to... Actually, I don't have to repeat that much. But you have to get... Yeah, the cubes aren't really used for full potential. It's like you spawn them, they get used once or twice, and then they always just go back into this first room. And I don't, I'm not super happy with that idea, actually. Oops. So yeah, let me get all 3 cubes back into this main room. Maybe I can stay there. But I know I want to do something like that. I don't think it matters which cube either. Do this step again. But I really like the exit solution for this map. I think it's really clever. Because well, there's only one solution, and it's because of the geometry of the map. It's been a while. Like Bullfrog and I play tested it quite a bit, and it came out pretty good, in my opinion. All right, now I want to get the blue cube into this area, or I want to get a cube into this area. I think I could do that quite easily by coming over here. Oh yeah, and adding all these ledges here that are only accessible to you by jumping on cubes is also a great way to add more complexity to the maps, or a great way to prevent more unintended solutions. Okay, now how the heck do I do this? Because I remembered I need to get a portal here, but doing that is not super easy because you can't get an angle here. I know this has to be down. Okay. You know what? I'll probably just do a quick edit to get these cubes back to where they need to be. All right, that's better. So, what I'm thinking, oh shoot, is that I have to get a portal over here. Let me just do it instead of explaining. I grab this cube, walk it over here. So now I have this laser, and now, that's right. It does matter, which cube is on that, the centrifugator. So I actually want to swap the laser cubes, because then what I could do is, crap. So that's, grab this cube, and then I have 2 cubes in here, but I need the red cube on the centrifugator. Dang it, you know what, I'm not gonna bother. Let me just cheat instead. What's the best way? Okay, the best way of doing this is with portal placement. Never fail. There we go. I had to do this a lot in play testing. I remember. Okay, there we go. I lied. That's not what I want. You go back over here. Because right, once you get to a point where there's so few portable surfaces, and some of them are behind, like the green fizzlers, it gets really difficult to play test without cheats. All right, let me do that. There we go. So right, I caught this cube. There we go. So now I have 2 cubes in here with an angled laser, and I can do this. So this map, maybe it could be remade again in the future. You know, I definitely want to try making original maps again, because I don't know, I find it more fun. Okay, now this part is tricky because you want to reset the cube, do that, which, you know, very complex step. I love it. See, I told you I really like this ending for this map. Pass that through, that, and then stop that. There we go. Nice. Oh, I had a portal placement on. All right, that was Circulate. Let's talk about the map a little bit. So, right, it's a little bit confusing with how this bridge works because it's an AND gate. Yeah, it is an AND gate, but there's no indication of it really, and it kind of looks like these ant lines. Like if you activate this, okay, if you activate this, it feels like, and you know, this ant line will light up. So you feel like, or it should be like this flips open, but it doesn't. You need both of these, which is a little bit confusing. The signage is, I would say, is also a little bit confusing as well. So that's the biggest issue with the map. Also, I don't like these half panels. It prevents an unintended solution, but I just wasn't able to get them to work. But there was a really cool possible intended solution where you have angled laser through the door, and you could centrifugate a cube over here, and there'd be more complexity then. But you know, I kind of like the solution how it is now. Like, you know, doing that would be getting spawning the blue cube again. So you have both 2 cubes in here with an angled laser, but you know, that wouldn't then work because there's no way to get back in here, and the laser would be pointing through. I don't know. There was just some issues with it. I couldn't just couldn't quite get it to work, so I had to use this other switch. It was still pretty cool, but if I use that original idea, then I could remove these, and it'd just be a little bit better, a little bit more open test. Yeah, again, so actually it wasn't broken signs this time, but I didn't know how to use the editor to add signs to BMod. So like these don't have the recycle, non-recycle signs, and I had to say it in the description, which I mean is like the best I could do. Like does not respawn, auto respawns. And you can see like, yeah, atmosphere decoration a little better. I would say the test is a little bit bright. Like I added these lights because I thought it looked kind of cool. You know, it does look cool, but I never explore, or I never really use them again. Like these lights, these like sharp angles, because it just doesn't really fit with the type of maps I make anymore, with the type of atmosphere I'm trying to go for. I don't know, I guess it's it. I don't know. I like the map, but I don't really like the puzzle, I guess. You know, there's some parts of the puzzle I don't like. How you have to get all the 3 cubes in here, or you get 2 cubes in here, and they get used a couple times. You know, I feel like it'd be better if, you know, for whatever reason you can have like a cube here, and you have to, you know, angle it, centrifugate a cube, like centrifugate. You know, there's a whole bunch of other possible possibilities, but I was just not able to explore them. Pit. All right, another remake test. I think, or maybe this one is original. I think this one is original, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's original. It's also the first map I make of the style that I really like, this darker theme, which I'll talk more about later. But yeah, I mean, I don't really, because I have like my main tests, and then I have like these side projects I do, which are like usually really easy maps, and they have like initial, or they have like a basic concept, and they're, you know, just about that basic concept. They're not really like full-blown puzzles, you know, like this one. But this is the start of where I started to do these darker themes. Heavy, well, not really much with this one, but heavy inspiration from Fumbly Bumbly, who she does like these darker themes, like these darker lightings. I don't know, her tests always look really good, and so I tried to replicate that in my own way. And this was my first serious attempt at it. But puzzle-wise, I think this one's pretty decent. It was also my first funnel test, and you know, I'm famously, I've said it many times, I'm not really good at funnels, so I did have some difficulty with this, with people after. Oops, I did not want to do that. With people play testing it and then breaking it, and I had to fix that. There we go. But I am learning how to use funnels. Finally, it took me like 9 years. And I don't know if I really remember how to solve it. It is an easy test, but it didn't require like 15 to 20 hours of play testing, so I'm not super familiar with it. But I think I know how to solve it. I remember the last step being a little bit complicated, but I think I can manage. So yeah, I want this cube back. Okay, do I want, no, I don't want you in the funnel. Okay, good. Yeah, I do that. Toggle. Then, okay, the thing that's different is that I have a cube. So let's actually go get the cube. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I'm doing this right. I say that, but I'm actually not really sure. Maybe, do I come over here first? I can't remember how to solve this test. I'll be honest. Yeah, I want to come over here first, because all of these are blocked, like for the cube, except for this surface. Come back up here. Leave the portal. And I know there's a couple ways of doing it, but this is like the more intended way. The other way uses like in the cube under these fizzlers. They're not fizzlers. These fields, and sort of like having the cube hover between two vertical surfaces and doing a blind shot. I don't know. It's not really good. I was not able to find a way to prevent it. But yeah, that was Pit. Not much to say about it, except you know it's the start of this darker theme that you'll see for most of the rest of the test, except for this one. But AFKODE. This one, I spent a long time on it. It was a remake of Laser Duality, which is my first good map, but it is fairly difficult. And it's a type of puzzle that I do not like playing on the workshop. But I like making them. It's just that, I don't know. I feel like I might struggle with this one. Even though I dumped like 25 hours into playtesting. And I had Bullfrog playtested like crazy as well. It's still not something I'm completely comfortable with. So this intro room, you know, I should be able to solve it. I think I want the red cube here. I like the intro room. The intro room is pretty good. You know, the intro room alone is fairly difficult. And then we get to the actual test, and it is... Oh my god, it was such a nightmare to play test. I'm just getting flashbacks to like staying up late every night for a week, just playtesting, trying to find ways. Because it is it's very open. It's a very open test. It's a laser test with 2 cubes, so you could get a whole lot of possibilities out of those 2 cubes. And I tried so long to remove any of these fizzlers behind these portable surfaces, but I was just not able to. I was able to remove like a couple portable surfaces, like 1 or 2, but that's like the best I could do. And this fizzler here, my god, it gave me so much troubles just trying to get it to work without like, you know, causing unintended solutions. Okay, I thought I missed something there, but no, I didn't. Okay, so I've been stalling long enough. Let's try to solve this test. If I remember how. No, I want to do something like that. And then come back around here. I have to remember, yeah, this is open. Blue portal, so this is open. Now I can spawn this cube. I also learned a lot about logic gates in this map, how they work, because there's a lot of strange things happening behind the scenes, I guess, with the reset buttons, because there's 2 reset buttons in this map. See, there's one here, and then there's another one here, and they, you know, switch during different parts of the map. So there's that, and there's also these other buttons that, you know, will just reset the cubes. And it was difficult figuring that all out. Okay, now. What is my goal? So my goal is to get through here. Oh my god, I just don't remember how to solve this map. Not at all. I think I want to do something like this. I can't remember if I want to do that now. I know I want to move this red cube to a better spot. Oh my god. This map. I think this is what I do. But then how do I get through here? See, see, the playtesting took a while. And even though I dumped a lot of time into it, I still can't remember exactly how to solve it. So let me just reset, because it went through. Okay, oh yeah, that's another thing. This cube won't reset it. You have to reset it like that. Okay, let me just line this up. So, let's pretend I did that instead of moving the cube. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if I still have... I mean, I probably still have all the original videos of me... I can't remember. I guess it's not really my videos, it'd be Bullfrog's videos. but this map changed a lot. Like you know, I was playtesting it with Bullfrog, and he got some like really early access. And yeah, the map has changed significantly, mainly because he found a lot of unintended solutions, and it helped me tremendously in the test. Even though after I published it, let me see how many times I updated it, because yeah, 5 times. I mean, I think some of those are like as aesthetic changes, but you know, then like someone like Lapidus comes along and just breaks it in different ways that me and Bullfrog didn't think of. All right, anyways, so this turns off that top fizzler, and you need X as well to deactivate this fizzler. Oh my god. um yeah, this map is intense. I just yeah, I think it's the map I spent the most time on. Because there's all these different possible angles, all these different possible things you could do. It's um you know, at the end of the day, it's not that difficult. You just have to know what you're doing, where to go. And right now I'm stuck. I can't remember what I want to do next. And I can't even imagine playtesting this or playing it. All those poor people that had to go through this. I even recommended this to the casual gamer, but I deleted that comment because this map, you know, isn't really good. There's a lot of connections, and it's very confusing. So like, what do I do now? I can't. My brain is just sort of fried. You know, remembering Circulate took some thoughts, but what do I do here? So I could do that. I'm sorry. I'm like not thinking clearly right now. I've been playing this game all day, and my mind's getting a little bit tired. I can't. I have to move the red cube. Okay, let's move the red cube. I want a portal here. Okay. You know, let's actually just start doing stuff instead of just... Okay, so this is what I actually wanted to do. Something like that. Crap. Alright, let's just move this cube out of my way for now. How do you solve this? Holy crap. Maybe when I came here the first time, I'd leave this cube on the button. So this was like over here pointing at nothing. I was over here. You need X, so the cube has to be here. So you could actually get out of this. Oh my god. How did I create this? I can't remember. I am completely lost. Some funky stuff here, but you know, I can't really fix that. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know.